Welcome to mini lesson 4 in this series. Now we will focus on how does this work look with real students. The key to building a classroom in which students want to belong and care about each other and the learning is to spend some time in getting to know each other as people. This pyramid shows the amount of time that people in a team or in a classroom should spend on each level. The foundation is to make and develop relationships. The more time the students and teacher or the coach and players actually spend connecting as people, the better the foundation for the relationship. A great way to do this is a circle sharing time. You will see some examples of real circles in the video links following this mini lesson. The second layer of the pyramid is maintaining relationships. Often, people think that if they invest in building an initial relationship early in the year or the sports season, that will serve them throughout the year to get things accomplished. Just as people know with their own marriage or their own kids, relationships need attention in an ongoing basis. Structures like daily morning circle meetings or opening huddles in team practice can help people connect. But individual attention to students or players who need a bit more support when they're struggling goes a long way toward keeping a check on maintaining relationships. One practical strategy to accomplish this is a temperature check. Have people start the class or practice sports session by holding up how they were feeling with 1 to 5 fingers, 5 being fantastic and 1 being really discouraged. See if people who are feeling good, 4s and 5 ratings, want to share. Then invite people feeling discouraged to share their 1 or 2 ratings, but don't expect or pressure them to do so. Instead, as you proceed with the instruction in class or the coaching during the practice session, just make sure that you as the leader quietly and privately check in with the people you noted who were so discouraged and asked, I noticed you were 1 or a 2, are you okay? Or is there anything that you'd like to share or any way I could help? It will probably go a long way to nurture and maintain your relationship. Finally, once you've helped everyone to establish caring relationships, not just with you, the teacher or the coach, but the students or players with one another, not only can you then move to the top part of the pyramid. This is when restorative practices can move beyond theory into practice. If you ask a restorative practice to problem solve with students too soon, these steps are just superficial and they often produce insincere responses. But if you've established a truly caring and supportive atmosphere within your classroom or your team, restorative work is a natural and productive way to help people make amends if they've hurt the people they care about. Restorative practices allow people to restore or rebuild relationships that have been harmed through insensitive or hurtful words and actions. One of the key building blocks many educators and coaches use to build a sense of community in their classrooms or fields is centered around circle work. By having students sit or stand in a circle to share ideas and really listen to one another, a sense of culture and positive climate begins to build in the learning setting. Circle sharing can be about students or teammates getting to know one another better. They can also be about building on ideas or sharing opinions to deepen content knowledge or skills about a subject being learned or a sport. Finally, circles can also be places to solve problems and give students a way to work through mistakes they have made in relating to one another in the classroom or on the field. Next, you will be able to click on the links below this mini lesson to check out some short excerpts of real circles in classrooms.